I feel moderately confused by this description of the book. Is it just me? Is it just me? I just had an entire conversation with you guys and I'm not recording my screen. Ugh. Amateur. Amateur! Thank you, James. Thank you, James, for making bad choices to screw up everything. How do I not know about this book, you guys? Where have I been? That was a text message that my package is coming tomorrow. Thanks, UPS. And I think because, like, I don't know. I don't know why. Okay, let's get serious here. Hi everybody, it's Audrey and welcome back to Chapter and Converse. I can't even believe that I am talking about another month of new book releases. Like, how is it by the time you guys are seeing this April? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like blink and you miss it kind of time, it feels like. So March has been crazy and I have not been reading as much as I would have liked to. I don't know, I'm kind of in a brain fog mode, but there's nothing like a crop of new books to get me excited about reading again. So I have like a dozen books I want to say, and it's a mix as usual of like authors I know and love and some new to me authors. And I actually have 2 arcs, which is very exciting. So we're just going to dive right into it. And I thought we would do the same thing I did last time, where I kind of share my Goodreads screen so you guys can get a little bit of a glimpse of it there. Let me know if you like that or not. I find it helpful, obviously, because a lot of these books are new to me, and I definitely want to give you guys some context and some description of these books and explain why I'm excited about them. But we're gonna try that again this month, and yeah, let's just do it. So one small thing I did want to mention, when I made my list at the beginning of the year of books I was excited about, some of the books that I had listed in April, the dates still seem to be changing. And like, I know that that's always like the nature of the beast, regardless of what's going on in the universe. So as far as I know, all these books are coming out in April, but I had something on my list and I was double checking in Amazon because maybe I was going to try and order it when it came out. And now like that has a June date on it. So take this with a grain of salt. As far as I know, these are coming out in April. I'll list all the titles down below. But if for some reason you go to click on one of them and it's not coming out till a little bit later, please don't come for me. I'm really trying here, you guys. But the book industry just, you know, dates fluctuate, things happen. So here we go. April new releases, as far as I know. So the first book I want to talk about is a physical arc that I have, and it's Mother May I by Joshilyn Jackson. And this book, on the side of it, it says it comes out on the 21st, but it actually comes out on April 6th. So I haven't read it yet, but I need to get cracking on this book. And Joshilyn Jackson wrote Never Have I Ever, which I have talked to you guys about. I really enjoyed the twists and turns and like the unlikable, just like vicious, malicious characters in that. The ending of that book did make me a little bit uncomfortable, but I think it was supposed to. But I really enjoyed her writing, and I'm excited to dive into this one. And this one, as you can guess, is about a mom, and her child gets kidnapped. And it says she's desperate to get him back, so there's like a dangerous cat and mouse hunt that reveals secrets and truths she never could have imagined. And the stakes turn deadly. So it says revenge doesn't wait for permission. And this is one of those, like, how far will you go to save your child and how far will a parent go for their kid? And it's a trope I love and it's a theme I love. So I'm really curious about this one. I'm hearing some really good, great reviews of people who've already read the arc, but I'm excited for this one and I'm so grateful to have the physical arc of it. So very exciting. I will get onto this and let you guys know what I think. But thank you, William Morrow, for sending this my way. Okay, so another book that is coming out on April 6th is You Love Me by Kepnes. And this is book number 3 in the You series. So it was You, book number 2 was Hidden Bodies, and now this one. So Joe Goldberg is back. And I have to say, you guys, I loved You. Just absolutely loved it, devoured it. So messed up. I love how dark and messed up Joe was. I loved, messed up as it sounds. I loved being in the head of the stalker, but I loved seeing it from his point of view. And I just thought it was so clever and so original, and I just devoured it. And I'm a huge fan of Joe. I really, really am. And unfortunately, I didn't love Hidden Bodies. It just didn't live up to the same excitement and hype as You did. So I'm hopeful, but cautiously optimistic about this one. And in this book, Joe is now in the Pacific Northwest, and it says for the first time in a long time, he can just breathe. Can he though? So he like, once again, like swears off, I think, being a stalker, but gets a job at a library. And of course, he meets a woman. She has a kid. She's a mom. She's a friend. She's busy. But Joe is ready. Says he's ready, and hopefully with his encouragement and undying support, Mary Kay will do the right thing and make room for him. So, oh, Mary Kay, my heart is with you, lady. Be careful. He is garbage, but in the best way possible. So I'm really excited about this one. I am hoping that this book stays true to the original book You and just makes Joe the creepy, unlikable person that I fell in love with in the first place. The next book I have is Her Three Lives by Cate Holahan. And Cate Holahan is another author that I really enjoy. And I saw her at Thriller Fest multiple times. I've watched a lot of her content, and you guys know me. I like connect with an author and then I get more excited about their books. But I did read One Little Secret, which was sort of an isolated group of friends who go away on a vacation together for a week, and one of them dies, multiple timelines, multiple points of view. And then I have Lies She Told, which I'm hearing great things about. That's one of her older books. So of course this is on my radar. So let's talk about Her Three Lives. And this is about a woman named Jade. So she has her public life, her private life, and her secret life. And in her public life, she is a social media influencer, she's a beautiful home, all the things, all the perfect things that people portray that they are on social media. And she is married to this guy, Greg. He's an architect, he's divorced, he's got some kids, and they just have this suburban life that looks all perfect on the outside. And then there's a horrible home invasion, which leaves Greg, says, housebound with a traumatic brain injury and glued to the live feeds from his ubiquitous security cameras. So there's a police investigation, and Greg, I guess, is just fixated on watching the cameras, and it becomes a question of like, how much does he remember? Does he remember the attackers? Does he know who did it? Like, is he keeping secrets, or does he actually not remember things? So got some questions going on there. And then Jade's secret life, Greg watches her comings and goings and begins to think that maybe she's being a bit suspicious. And is he worth more to her dead than alive? Oh, Greg, I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. This sounds terrible. So this sounds like a really good book, but I've heard, again, some great sort of like pre-press on it and some people who have read it and talked about it. But it sounds just nice and twisted and dark. It's a standalone thriller, so you can dive right in. You don't need to have read anything of hers beforehand. And it just sounds twisted, and I love sort of the life you put out there versus your private life. And it just sounds like there's some messed up stuff going on in this marriage, I think, maybe, or maybe not. Therein lies the question. So we're gonna have to read the book to find out. So this one's supposed to come out April 20th. I'm always totally down for like a suburban messed up kind of a situation going on here. So bring it on. Bring it on, Cate, bring it on. So the next book is The Good Sister by Sally Hepworth. And I actually have an arc of this from NetGalley, which as of the time of filming, I haven't read yet, but I will read it before it comes out, which is April 13th, according to Goodreads. And this is about twin sisters Fern and Rose. So I really hope it's dual point of views. I don't even know, I should open up the book. But it is about these two twins, and it says they're close as twins could possibly be. And all of their life, Rose has been the responsible one, Fern is the quirky one, and Rose is always taking care of Fern because their mom was a true sociopath. Excellent, excellent, I love it. Already seeing dark and twisted things happening here. And it says that Fern has always seen the good in everyone, but a couple of years ago, or many, many years ago, she did something very, very bad. Which of course now all I can hear in my head is that song, Baby Did a Bad, Bad Thing. You guys know what I'm talking about, that Chris Isaak song? Just me? So here we are in present tense. Rose knows what Fern did all those years ago. She's always protected her sister. And Fern realizes that Rose herself has secrets and their mother might have the last word after all. I don't even know if their mom's alive or not. I'm not even sure. Typical thriller, like I kind of want to know enough to pique my interest, but not too much to give anything away. But it says everyone has a dark side. I'm here for that. Like, that tagline alone would have got me, because you guys know I love dark and messed up people doing dark and messed up things. So this is another one that's getting some good star reviews, which is exciting. There's already 4,100 ratings on it, and it's got 4.3 stars. So hello, that's amazing. If you're interested in this book, there's actually a giveaway on Goodreads for this that goes through April 4th. So you guys can sign up to win, or try to win, if you're interested. Next book I have is by Jennifer McMahon, and it's called The Drowning Kind. Now, full disclosure, I have a few books by Jennifer McMahon and I haven't read any of them, so I realize I have no business buying another one, but I'm so intrigued by this. I really am. But I have The Invited and I have The Night Sister, and I'm like this close to getting The Winter People because it was a book that you guys recommended to me, but bear with me, bear with me. So The Drowning Kind, this is about two sisters also. So this is about Jax and Lexi. And can we just sidebar again that Vanderpump Rules forever will make me think of Jax Taylor? So I'm gonna have a hard time remembering this Jax is a lady and not picture Jax Taylor's face every time I say this name. So back at it. So Jax and Lexi are sisters, and it says one night Jax gets 9 missed calls from her sister Lexi, and she just thinks it's like another one of her episodes and kind of blows her sister off. And then the next morning Lexi is dead. So moral of the story, don't ignore 9 missed calls from friends or family, because maybe something is wrong. So she finds out that Lexi has drowned at the pool at their grandmother's estate, and it sounds like there's been some conflict between the sisters, and Jax has kind of pushed her away for a while. And she finds out when she gets there and she's going through Lexi's things that Lexi was researching the history of their family and the property that their grandmother lives on. And it sounds like the land has some dark past and some big secrets going on. And there's a mystery that happens in 1929, and forgive me because I haven't read Jennifer McMahon's other books, but I think she does play with dual timelines often, which is one of my things, so what the heck am I doing? And in this one, in 1929, a newlywed named Ethel was hoping for a baby, and her husband takes her on a trip to Vermont, and there are natural springs there, which apparently grants wishes. And Ethel, I think, makes a wish, but it says she never suspected that the spring takes in equal measure what it gives. And the tagline on this one is, be careful what you wish for. So you guys, I am right now reading Pet Sematary, so I am totally about land that takes a hold of you and gives you things that you think you want, but maybe doesn't quite give it to you in the way you wanted it, and it gives a little and it takes quite a lot. So maybe that's why this one is completely speaking to me too, but dang, this one sounds really, really good, you guys. Really good. The next book I'm very excited for, and it's called Dial A For Aunties by Jessie Q. Sutanto. And I heard about this like really early this year, and I heard it described as kind of like Weekend at Bernie's, but with rom-com and other things. And like, bear with me because that might be making some of you guys turn your nose up, and I certainly hope it doesn't make some of you guys go, what's Weekend at Bernie's? But it's just like, it says equal parts murder mystery, rom-com, and a celebration of mothers and daughters, as well as a deep dive into Chinese Indonesian culture. And this is, I'm just gonna read it because I don't want to mess it up. So 1 accidental murder, 2,000 wedding guests, 3 maybe cursed generations, and 4 meddling Asian aunties to the rescue. So it was pitched as like Crazy Rich Asians meets Weekend at Bernie's, and this is this poor girl, Madeline, her blind date, she accidentally kills him. Not quite sure why, not quite sure how. And she calls her mom for some help and her meddlesome aunties to help her get rid of the body. And they are wedding planners, and they are about to do this like billionaire wedding. And the body accidentally gets shipped to the wedding in a cake cooler. So it's the biggest job of their family wedding business. They have her dead blind date showing up in the wedding cooler, or in the cake cooler. And then to make things go from bad to worse, of course, her great college love and her biggest heartbreak and the one that got away and the man who just hurt her to all the pieces shows up at the wedding, because why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? I love it, I love it, I love it. So it says, is it possible to escape murder charges, charm her ex back into her life, and pull off a stunning wedding all in one weekend? And there's a dead guy in the Cate cooler. I love it. I love it. I loved Crazy Rich Asians. I wouldn't go so far as to say I loved Weekend at Bernie's, but I do appreciate the humor of being saddled with a dead body and trying to convince people that everything's cool. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here, folks. So I'm very, very excited for this one. This one comes out April 27th, so we're gonna have to wait to the end of the month. But this one also has a Goodreads advanced, like win a copy, enter to win a copy by April 4th. So if you guys are interested, you might want to get on that one too. That was a text message that my package is coming tomorrow. Thanks, UPS. The next book is a new to me author, and this is The Mary Shelley Club by Goldy Moldovsky, excuse me. And this is pitched as Scream meets Karen McManus about a mysterious club with an obsession for horror. I love Scream. I am currently reading The Cousins by Karen McManus, which is my third book by her, and I thoroughly enjoy her. And I'm also reading Stephen King because I can't read Pet Sematary at night, so The Cousins is my palate cleanser. So I'm dipping my toe into some horror. This seems like all the things. It's like this book is here for me. This book came for me. So this, and it's also at a prep school. So, I mean, ding, ding, ding. So this is about new girl Rachel Chavez. She's excited to be at Manchester Prep. Why wouldn't she be? And she's a scholarship kid. She's struggling to fit in. And I guess she does a prank? She gets caught up in a prank gone wrong. And to her surprise, it says, the prank attracts the attention of the Mary Shelley Club, a secret club of students with one objective: come up with the scariest prank to orchestrate real fear. But as the pranks escalate, the competition turns cutthroat and takes on a life of its own. The tables are turned and someone targets the club itself, so Rachel has to track down the real-life monster in their midst, even if it means finally confronting the dark secrets from her past. This comes out on April 13th. So this has so many things that I want out of life. We've got prep school. We've got secrets in the past influencing the present. We have Scream, like I said, some horror, some YA twisty thriller. I don't know why I'm like so intrigued by this. Let me know if anybody has read this. She is a new to me author. Not her first book though. And as if that wasn't enough, just reading her bio, it says her love of 80s movies, 90s boy bands, and horror flicks hugely influences her work. So I'm not a huge 90s boy band-er, but I love 80s music. And I love the Scream series and some low-key horror movies. So yeah, this one sounds good. So the next book I have is a new to me author, and it's Paula McLain's When the Stars Go Dark. And this also has, you know, a couple of my tropey magic words to it. So we have a detective who's hiding away from her past. She's a missing persons detective in San Francisco, and it says she has far too much knowledge of the darkest side of human nature. So ding, ding, ding right there. And then we have some overwhelming tragedy. Love it. And she has to flee and goes back to where she grew up with her parents. So the reluctant return home, I'm guessing, is happening here. And it says when she arrives, she learns a local teenage girl has gone missing, and the crime feels frighteningly reminiscent of the most crucial time in Anna's childhood, when the unsolved murder of a young girl touched Mendocino and changed the community forever. So we've got past and present colliding, things I love. So it doesn't sound like she returns home because something bad happens there. I guess something bad happens in San Francisco and then she chooses to return home. So I kind of messed up that trope a little bit, but bear with me. And then while she is back at home, she becomes obsessed with the missing girl and must accept that true courage means getting out of her own way and learning to let others in. So it says this weaves together actual cases of missing persons, trauma theory, and a hint of the metaphysical. This propulsive and deeply affecting novel tells a story of fate, necessary redemption, and what it takes when the worst happens to reclaim our lives and our faith in one another. So from what I'm seeing for some of the reviews, some people are saying like dark and suspenseful, less of a kind of light suspense, less whodunit, more deep character study. So again, I'm intrigued. I mean, I'm guessing her police experience will obviously influence things and some things from the past, but it does sound, I can see how it could be a character study. So it just, people are saying like intense, powerful, beautifully written, kind of all things that I want in a book. So again, something on the radar. The next book I have is The Perfect Marriage by Adam Mitzner. And I actually got this from Amazon First Reads. I just picked it up in the nick of time. And this is about a married couple, James and Jessica. And they have been married for a year. It's both of their sort of second romance or second marriages. So sort of second chance at true love, it says. But unfortunately, not without some collateral damage. So Jessica's ex-husband pretends everything's totally fine. They have a teenage son. James's ex, she is bitter, vengeful, and threatening and wants only the worst for the happy couple. She sounds like she's gonna be fun to hang out with. And then the couple themselves, it says, are they truly as happy and in love as they seem to be? So then James enters an extraordinarily profitable and shady transaction with a beautiful art dealer, and their seemingly perfect marriage takes a turn that's dark and tragic. Thank you, James. Thank you, James, for making bad choices to screw up everything. I am here for it. So it said, it's amid suspicious, tested loyalties, revenge, and guilt, no one escapes unscathed from sins committed in the name of love. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you very much. So, I don't know. Again, he is a new to me author. I don't know if this... Nope, not a new book. Not a first timer. Not a first time writer. But I'm interested. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, I'm interested because I'm talking to you guys about it. I don't know why I say things like that sometimes. And once again, that is going to do it. So let me know if you have any of these books on your radar. As always, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of books come out every month. So let me know what I'm missing. Let me know what should be on my radar that isn't. It's always hard to narrow it down. Rest assured, my eyes are popping in all sorts of different directions about a lot of books. But if you've got something that I missed that you think I would love, tell me about it down below, because your girl likes a book, you know. So thanks guys for hanging out today and spending some time with me. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye everybody.